Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. On the return, here's Miles Price. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 70 Lions.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Needs him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Handoff here for Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street. Hut, hut.
Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 72.
Dropping back to throw. His first throw is an interception. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
Now it's McCarthy. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Israel Abanikanda on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take up.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got first down here from the 36. Another give here to Genty. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Back to 6.
I'll throw it. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. Gets it to the 15. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders throw 6 points onto their score. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Price. Good work so far. He's got room. He's at the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 6. Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Slot receivers headed left.
Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
18 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
And I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down. Here's an option. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders tie it up late in the 1st. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Raiders. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 5 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take off.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Cougar night.
Now McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 19-18. Go.
Here's McCarthy to throw. It's his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On the jump.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready?
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
70 Lions.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. 4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Shut up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Shut up.
And off to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. 72. 60. Switch.
Pass play coming here. That's by Besh, left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. He put everything he had into this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. And he drives it up to the 24. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
All set to go now from the 35.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
On the give, it's Gordon. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger. Hup.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throwing the out route, complete. Right out of bounds after a small gain. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
46-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Go check. Set up. 70 Timberwolves.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd and short.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
I got it. Head to 60 right there. Go.
Hand off now from the gun. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Check. 18 Cardinal.
They give it to him again, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. He won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
60 by Bronco 80.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He loses the football. And this is going to be Raiders football. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Ready up.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
70 Lion.
McCarthy looking to throw. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And now it's 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted, even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's the final play of our first half. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting at the 10. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Pack the 60, pack Cowboys.
Giving this to Genty. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And the Raider first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Sack. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They send him left out of the slot. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2.
Here we go, sack. Crap ball leading.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback.
20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready to work, ready to work.
Now give left side. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
22-yard line.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
It's second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of
Typical set here from the Raiders. Third down.
Set. Cowboy 80. Check go.
Here he is on third and short. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down from the 42.
Set. 70 Lions.
Now give to Gordon, coming right. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Ready. Viking 18.
Now McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Bronco. Set up. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring it up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go. Hawk 70. Go.
Genty from the gun. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. He's dropping back to throw. This one finds Thornton. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, Genty. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing it on 2nd down. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Genty runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get this tie before the end of the 3rd. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
Raiders 21, Vikings 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Caught by his back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Vikings first down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys. Up front, they give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs from 37. Hand off to Gordon. He's still going at the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's the handoff. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Back-to-back carries here. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's second and 13. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has it in close. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
27-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Airing it out to start this drive. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. He's going to throw it. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To the air on third and long. Finds Genty underneath. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
70 Lions.
Genty on the draw. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Shut up. 60 Eagles, 60
Slot man in motion left. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing left side. Bowers has it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
McCarthy throwing here. They set up the screen. It's Addison. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Cougar 19. Go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. This one goes for 3 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check go.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Tommy Eichenberg on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Set. Liking 18.
Back to the well again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. He'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. It's going to be a win for the Vikings here today as they get the first down. They can take the clock down to zeros now.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.